My name is Alison Bonham. I teach senior and ACP English here at Greenwood, and I've been teaching at Greenwood for 17 years. I've really enjoyed teaching classes over the years, but probably the one that sticks out the most is when I had my son-in-law, my future son-in-law, in my classroom. And I had no idea he was going to be my son-in-law at that point. I actually had Brandon for summer school because he failed senior English and did not graduate with his class. And he's a very tall young man. He's 6'6", 6'7"-ish. He's very tall. And so he sat in the front row and with his legs hanging out. And he's a contractor, and he was building trades at C9, and so he always had on his big work boots, and he was sitting in the front row. And during this summer school class, I had 42 males in this class. It was a junior senior repeat class, and it was unbelievable. It was just full of testosterone, and keeping them all wrangled was a job. And I was sitting at my podium in the chair, and all of a sudden, Brandon, who I had never had a bit of trouble with, took his fists, both of them, and pounded on the desk and shouted out, "I can't take this anymore." And he got up and he walked out of my classroom. If you've been in my classroom, most of you would probably imagine what kind of a response I would have to that. But I didn't. The rest of the kids, or boys, were actually doing what they were supposed to do, or most of them, and I had them on track, so I thought to myself, let's continue teaching with these guys, and I will deal with that later. And so I continued teaching. And a few minutes later, Brandon came back in the classroom, and he came marching over to me, and I had no idea what he was going to say or do. And he looked at me and he goes, "Get out of that chair." And I hadn't noticed, but the chair I have, it swivels, and it was swiveling back and forth, and every time it swiveled, it squeaked. And he had gone out to his truck and got a can of WD-40, and he made me get out of the chair. He took the chair upside down, he put WD-40 all around it, sat it back down, then he went and sat back down in his chair, and he goes, "Now continue." And it still doesn't squeak, so he did a good job. But that's probably the one student memory that really stands out in my mind.